Now, the squatty potty allows you to simulate squatting in the woods without actually squatting in the woods. You sit on the toilet, put your feet on the stool, your knees go up, and down it goes. My husband was so excited about this. He goes, oh my gosh, I want one for Christmas. These are less than $30. He's a cheap date. Hold that thought. So, we like watching Bob's Burgers, and in one of the episodes, the main character, Bob, had a stomach grumbling situation. It was an emergency number 2 situation, and he told his daughter, I want to have an urgent meeting. We thought that was funny. We started referring to things as a meeting, too. My husband would call me up on my cell. What are you doing? I'd say, I'm in a meeting. He goes, a meeting? I lost track of him at a concert. I was wondering where he was. I sent him a text. Where are you? He said, emergency board meeting, hostile takeover, suspect, food trucks. So Christmas rolls around, he gets his present, he goes running into the bathroom, and he comes out shortly later and he says, well, that was the best meeting I've ever had. It was smooth, it was efficient, and you should do it too. This is more information than you need to know about me. I know this, bear with me. I have a regular meeting every day at 7:30 a.m. Hold on, Eastern Standard Time. I really don't need to watch. I have a regular agenda. There's a call to order, approval of the meal minutes, there's an exit strategy, succession planning, and then a cursory review for customer satisfaction. And miscellaneous. So there I was, it was 7:30 a.m. When? Eastern Standard Time, and I'm having a meeting, or we could say holding court, we'll be classy. It was a smooth meeting because I had a solid business plan. And in walks my husband with this big grin on his face. I say, you're not a guest speaker. If you don't exit, I'm calling security. And he didn't care. He squats down and he looks at me at eye level. And he goes, I see you're not using the squatty potty. It was a standoff. He wouldn't budge. I wouldn't either. I couldn't either. And there was this long, awkward pause. And then suddenly he lunged at me. I don't know what happened. There were arms and legs flying everywhere. At one point, he had me in a headlock. And then suddenly, he pulled the stool out and slammed my feet on the stool in perfect formation. And they say a picture says 1,000 words. I'll let the silent moral of my story, it's not to talk about our riveting dinner conversation. Let's tell you this, embrace change. Even when you're 100% sure you know what you're doing, you have the process down and there are no improvements to be had. Because the last thing you want, and you gotta trust me on this, is to be sitting there with your pants down when change comes to find you. Hotel rooms, they're just teeming, they're so filthy. And one night I stayed at the Watergate Hotel, opening night, the staff told me I was the first person to sleep in that room, so I licked everything in there. The remote control is the dirtiest thing in the room because people touch themselves and then touch the remote. So I created the remote control condom, dropped it in the You know that annoying crack of light in the hotel? Now one day I got out of a hot and steamy shower and I found a note in the mirror. It said, I love you. I was the only one sleeping in that room. So that meant the hotel cleaning crew really didn't clean the mirror or probably anything else in the bathroom. I could have complained to the manager, but I decided to write comma too. I decided to start leaving other messages to other guests switched up my format. I decided to be more helpful in messages going forward. The next one said, eat more fiber. There is a sticker that you've probably seen in every hotel room. Who's hanging their clothes on the fire sprinkler? I looked it up. A lot of people are. So I decided to make other stickers to antagonize people staying in rooms after me. The first one said, do not steam fish in the coffee room. Do not make a grilled cheese sandwich in the fire. Thank you. And because I'm forever 13 years old, do not pee in the ice bucket. I love imagining someone looking at that like, oh, we're just going to go to the bar. The next one is universal, can be applied anywhere. This is do not lick.
On the swim team. My thighs rub together. But now that the aging process has sped up and my metabolism has slowed down, when I eat too many carbs and walk moderately fast, my thighs are like two fat fur seals fighting on the beach. The struggle is real. It's a problem. I can't wear corduroy pants. The friction would start a fire. Smokey Bear was right, only I can stop forest fires. But at least that makes me a legit fire crotch. I've wanted a night out my entire life, even before I knew it had a name. I wanted people to see daylight between my thighs, and I wanted to feel a cool breeze during those hotter months. I decided I was going to have liposuction. And just before I went under the knife, I found out, I read this article, that your lower abdominal fat and inner thigh fat are filled with stem cells. Stem cells. You know, those magical morsels of life that will grow organs and fix joints, backs, and all that. It's a crazy fact, right? I mean, it turns out, fake thighs save lives. A lot of people don't know this, but car accidents, fatal car accidents, are a huge source for organ donations. But with new cars coming out with safety features and self-driving cars promise to eliminate car accidents, we're going to need a new source for organs, and that might have to come from thigh fat. Usually when you look at somebody, you can't tell how much money they have. But check out these health savings accounts. They're called ad numbers for a reason. They add to your net worth. And you're all still staring at my thighs, which makes them high interest accounts. So imagine how life will change when everyone realizes the real value of inner thigh fat. Financial advisors will tell you need to rebalance your portfolio. You need to invest in thigh fat futures instead. If you're in the market for a new house or a new car, the loan officer isn't going to care about your credit score. They're going to be measuring your thigh fat to see your BMI score. And you need to at least have a score of 30. Beauty standards can change. People start walking like this. Victoria's Secret with some padded push-together leggings to hide your shoulders like that. Songs will change. Sir Mix-a-Lot will finally come back with a new album. This one dedicated to his love of luscious inner thighs. He likes big rubs when he cannot lie. Pickup lines will change. Hey baby, did your ex break your heart? I can bring you a new one.